Hi folks, we continue our coverage of the Greece versus Austria match in round 7 of the World Cup, and we're going to join a game that has just started rather abruptly, so we don't have time to go over the decks. And it is Austria playing Lannister against Greece playing Greyjoy Mummers, and starting with unusual cards in play already in the form of Saltcliffe, which I have personally not seen since playtesting for this pack way back in the day. I will open
I think
the
there's
decks.
only one copy in the deck, so I don't know.
Let's see what Greyjoy Mummers is all about. Greyjoy Mummers very popular in last year's World Cup, but of course the restricted list has dealt with it, so this is not the same deck as it was back then. Well, Euron's not going anywhere, is he? Unless he gets marched.
Well, let's see what Lenny Reigns has as far as removal. They play Hands of Gold, so that's one dupe gone. But yeah.
Yeah, so
If they have
the
it,
situation
course.
in the group is 1-1 at the moment, in the match between Austria and Greece. As we keep repeating, draw works in Austria's favor for this one. Greece needs to win to make sure they get through. And yeah, Austria needs to draw. I mean, there's some other combinations if Germany loses, but let's not count on that.
Yeah, and so much gold on the Lannister side.
Well, Pentoshi into late summer feast.
Yeah.
Well, plenty of saves. There's 2 Morgulises in the deck.
Yeah,
And
and
handy insight on the Jester potentially, although Jester has a weird ability where it's not really great insight.
oh, but look, Saltcliffe working.
Hmm. Oh, to move it from Braun. Haha, okay.
I didn't even know that it works like that.
Move 1 gold from the treasury or a card in play to a raider character without gold. Okay, so you can just take it. That's fun.
Yeah. He gets another one, which I don't know if there's any way even to do that. Eric can then just take it as well. Which does leave Lannister a bit exposed to Morgulis, with only Marcella being duped, and she maybe escapes the board anyway.
Well, going all in on a big military challenge. Not bothering to intimidate any of the, well, cannot intimidate all of the intrigue icons here. So not afraid of the range trigger. Well, Casterlock and Castamere in play. You need to probably swap that late summer phase though for something else, otherwise the 2 intrigue challenges, 3 with Myrcella if she's triggered, but she won't be because she's duped. It will just be giving
Problem is,
cards away.
yeah, I mean, you don't have enough strength to do multiple military intrigue challenges as well as winning them by 5 or more. It's even not enough, it's just begging brother defending.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, so the calculation was made that this was enough to stop it, and then in that case maybe spreading it out a little bit would have been better, because this now achieves
Okay.
nothing. And look at all those characters with gold now.
He doesn't draw a card for late summer feast. That's interesting.
He's manipulated the deck a little bit with Highgarden Jester, and the
Yeah,
fools
so I
will
guess
get
he,
cards on them in the standing phase. I don't know,
yeah,
maybe
I
this is
guess he
some
doesn't
plan.
want to have it in hand to use it for intrigue. Yeah, I guess, right?
Or for heads on spikes to hit.
Hmm. Well. Oh, but there is pillage, so actually that doesn't work quite as well.
Yes, there isn't pillaged.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think Greyjoy won't panic here. I mean, this cancelling Brawn basically was a good play. And Euron well protected. Oh, but does panic a little bit with the crown. Or maybe that's just the plot you always play. There is also Outwit in the deck, but we saw Maester Coleman being discarded. Yes, so gold on everyone. Of course, there's 3 copies of Shagwell. Never in doubt.
Sorry, was I muted? Hmm.
No, don't think so.
What I was saying is there's a bunch of other Meisters as well in the deck. I think there's 2 copies of Vandermeer and 2 copies of Kerwin and Merman. So there's some outfit Meisters.
Well, this time Lannister goes first. There's not going to be any magical intimidate for Tyrion, so more of a chance to flip out of the plot, but now you have a plot that actually works in your favor. So let's just have a look at the Reigns deck here. Do we have anything? We have 4 of the most commonly played plots in Lenny Reigns at the moment, so Filthy Accusations, Power Behind the Throne, then Pointy End, and Spider's Web, which people are playing with Castamere, and then Wildfire Assault, which is slightly more unusual, especially if you have Morghulis in your deck anyway. So that's a defensive Sweet Slip on Euron. Protects him from pinch. 7 gold left. I mean, there's plenty of ambush, and Podrick is in the deck as well. Makes it quite dangerous to do military. I think I've lost connection. Let's see if we get it back, otherwise we wait a little bit. Well, maybe this is finally one occasion where I'll have to do some editing. Okay, should be back, I think. Yeah, sorry about that. So, what did we miss?
Hmm.
We missed Rain's trigger into pointy end on the big intrigue. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
9 of gold.
Okay, so
Great. So that went downhill for Greyjoy really quickly.
well, my prediction that Euron wasn't going anywhere, I mean, oof.
Yeah. And now there's no cards in hand and 3 relatively weak, non-unique.
Yeah, but with Mammoth still you have some cards, right? If they both do a challenge, the Jesters, they will get 2 more cards, and one already has one. Sir Pounce in play as well on Gunther. Well, that's pretty good. Good opening round for Greyjoy, but now Lannister has completely taken control. Did Brand the Builder find anything?
I think it found Red Keep. I'm just looking at it now. There's Red Keep, but then went into point end. Was there another trigger or no? No, just that one.
Uses Begging Brother to cancel the forced reaction, so the Jesters actually, or one of them draws and keeps the card.
Hmm.
And 2 more to come now. Yeah, Lenny not in a superb Morguli situation, but if the only source of cards are those cards under the Fools, the
Yeah.
non-unique Fools, then you might consider just getting rid of them, and then Greyjoy is completely in top decking mode. The problem is Bronn is not there to save Tyrion, so it's just Myrcella that survives. Depends on the cards in hand. I mean, if you have the situation to repopulate, you could, but I don't think it's urgent.
It doesn't seem necessary, I think.
Heads on spikes. Is that going to hit? No. King's Road was drawn with the Jester and kept in hand,
Oh, okay.
probably to play some of the stuff under the Fools, maybe. Well, he's played out a lot, but it's has Curvin now and has Jingle Bell. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, I mean, Jingle Bell, if there's a military challenge, can find Shagwell or something like that. The problem is that he still has to suffer intrigue claim.
Yeah, and another Heads on Spikes, right?
Yeah. Is there another? I don't know. I
Yeah,
know Crossing plays too, but
yeah,
Ray's
two
not much
Heads on
better.
Spikes in this one. So I
Mm.
mean, if Jingle Bell draws on Morgulis as well, and you can get that killed with Heads on Spikes as well. So it's a little difficult for him to actually get
Yeah.
Shagwell. Here we go. Just making sure all of them are in the challenge.
Oh, we do not, so okay.
Red Keep. Yeah, Casterrock is protected, and Castamere, I guess, he's not afraid of. Although maybe, well, it's unusual to play Spider's Web when there's no cards in hand, but 6 characters, you could kill off a few.
Yeah, and even just doing unopposed intrigue challenges with Gunther's alright, I guess.
Discard Styrian
But
well.
actually, maybe even Wildfire Assault would be okay.
Wildfire
Potentially.
and then you go Castamere after it.
Yeah, I think if you take you take Marcella to hand and you just kill Braun.
Well, now actually
Potentially.
it's starting to look more sensible. 3 copies of Castamere, so I guess this is the plan that this deck has. Play Wildfire and make sure you get it down to 2 characters.
Yeah, and now you see it's gonna be one military claim and one is gonna die for intrigue claim, I suppose.
Yeah, and you have Hands of Gold in the same reaction window. This could trigger after a Wildfire as well, but no trial by combat in this one.
Yeah.
Castamere is still there. It's going to win another one by 5. And this time it goes.
Well, honestly, this does not look super winnable for Greyjoy at this point.
No. And yeah, plenty of rounds until Lannister also has to play Morghulis, if you assume it's going to be some desperate attempts now. But look at all the saves now. And still military to come after all of this.
Yeah, and you can't even trigger Jingle Bell, right?
Yeah. Is there any protection against heads on spikes? Outwit doesn't work. I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's gonna be then 8-6.
Mm-hmm.
That could potentially save the game still. I mean, honestly, I think if you now have... Does this deck play Balon? If you have something really powerful like a Balon, that could still be...
Yes, actually, there is the Balon, the good one.
Mm.
If you got him, then you can take you can
Yeah, I
take the
think it's...
Hound. That's terrible.
Yeah, well, you could take Castamere even, although you don't have intrigue icons. You could take what? Well, actually, there's not that much.
No, you could just take some Claim Soak at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm slightly annoyed by Lannister using so many cards that look a little bit broken here. Broken interactions. Just getting rid of that super protected Euron and then killing everything just through intrigue challenges. Castamere and the Reigns trigger. I wonder how this deck is doing in the tournament as a whole.
Yeah, I
Check.
think in the whole Lannister is doing great, right? I think we were promised some statistics by Jim Henson made it? Hmm.
Well, it's 3-2. It won the first three games, lost the next two that Nikolaus played, and someone must have played it in the meantime, right? No, this is their sixth game. Nah, that's fine. So it's won three and lost two. Lost against Greyjoy Filthy and against Martel Aloof.
Hmm.
Of course, there's Podrick as well.
Yeah, well, that's just, I don't know.
Well, but the Jester's still going.
And now you have to defend with 2 if you want to actually win, but you might just let it go and do challenges back. Although if you let Jester draw for inside, he's going to protect some cards a little bit.
Hmm. What's the problem here?
He's not unique. I think Florian Jankel needs a unique target.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's assume this power challenge goes through. That puts Lannister down to 7. So there will be what? At least 4 challenges going through the other way unopposed. Plus power claim, that's 12.
Yeah, but now they're doing it. Yeah, okay. It's a bit, with numbers, and if you stand them manually and you get cards, and it becomes a mess sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he corrected it, so it should be alright now.
Yeah, I think this is. Well, is it game over? Or will he. Yeah, with Tyrion's gold, I think he can win dominance.
So do you just reveal? You just reveal Spider's weapon, get an extra unopposed.
Yeah, and
Even.
you use Myrcella. Use Myrcella, then you get 3 more intrigue challenges, all unopposed. Plus power and military
Very.
at the end of it.
Lannister really deserves some restrictions. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, this mostly came about from playing Hands of Gold, which is an underplayed card. That's nice to see that being used. And pointy end, okay, fair enough.
As well, the game that I played against Lenny Reigns, but managed to protect against it. I think it's a strong, pretty strong one. It's kind of like a bloody cup, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And
you
of
had
course,
some Intimidate going first and some Kneel
yeah.
right with Melisandre. And that's basically what happened in round 1 here. So when Bookerman had the tools to deal with it one round, he was doing okay, but then it all went to shit basically the
Mhm.
first time he suffered the Reigns trigger. And this is just going to end now before any Morgulis attempts are made. Greyjoy is actually on 9 power after all of this, on 8 now, so pretty impressive. The scoreline will say 15-8, but really this was a slaughter in the second half of the game, kind of.
Not even second half, the second round it all went to shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is really fast, and no, there's I think half an hour till the next game in this matchup.
Yes, another one scheduled for tonight, so it's 2-1 in favor of Austria. And basically they need 2 more to get through for sure. And Greece needs to do better now in the last 5 games in this match. I'm not sure if they'll start earlier or anything like that. We'll keep an eye on it, and I will probably just keep this unedited, so I missed a minute or so in the middle when I got disconnected, but I think we'll be
We
fine.
missed the middle when you got disconnected, but it was the most crucial moment.
Yeah, sorry about that. Nothing I can do. That's how it is, and it's always around this time, 8 in the evening, that happens for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll concentrate on the next one. Let that be it for this video. Thank you for joining us, and see you all next time.
Bye bye.